What is up, Hexagons and Pulsinators? Today I want to talk about a coin in the community going absolutely crazy, and I'm not endorsing this. It could be a rug pull, but I put a little bit into it. Pulsedogecoin and Pulsebitcoin, and then just a bunch of stuff on Twitter about Hex. Let's just hop right into it. All right. This is a tweet from Alexander Lorenzo. Breaking news, Ethereum active developers are on a severe decline. And he has a graph here from November 19 to November 2022, look at the amount of Ethereum developers. And Ethereum has always, the reason it thrives is because it's the go-to network to build on for developers. It's like the app store of crypto. If you want to build an app, a lot of people do, you go to Ethereum to build it. In the past 2 years, what has happened? Why is this going down? Well, you have networks that are more favorable to developers. Things like Polygon, things in the future like Pulsechain, networks where there's more scalability, more throughput. Ethereum, I've used this analogy before, it's like a two-lane highway that needs expansion. It has traffic every rush hour, it's terrible, but you can't expand the highway, right? Unless you get sharding, but Ethereum sharding they've been talking about for 5 to 6 years. I wouldn't count on that anytime soon. Zen, this is not the coin I'm going to be talking about, but similar to Hex, it's been getting a lot of discussion. Can someone explain why people like Zen? Here's a 10-day case study. When I started my 10-day claim, expected return was 240. I got 640, and he links a graph of the token, and it's going down. Now Zen, I'm not going to dog on it. They're trying to be like Hex. The founder is a pretty smart guy, I think. And you could throw some money at this for free. You can free claim this stuff, but I wouldn't put. I mean, I can't tell you what to do with your money. I wouldn't put a significant amount into this. But keep in mind, I'm pretty sure when Hex launched, a lot of coins they launch and they don't do the best price performance. So it's only been 10 days. That's a second in crypto. I say we give this thing some more time. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about Zen. I'm still kind of curious about it. But at the end of the day, you can claim Zen just by paying gas fees. You don't even have to buy it. So what's the downside, really? You lose your free claim. Funding Jim, smart guy in the community. Shout out Funding Jim. Don't mince my words. I don't think there will be an ROI in Zen. Zen and I wish a lot more modeling of outcome was put into front speculators before its release. However, I do respect the fact that Jack Levin didn't solicit funds. This is the founder. He's an ex-Google employee. And yeah, you got to give it to Jack Levin. He didn't solicit fundraising. He just launched this project. He could have done a sacrifice phase, kind of like Richard Hart. Could have asked for a lot of money. He didn't. So that is kind of cool. But I agree. There's a lot of people. Basically, you can sign up with Zen with a limited amount of wallets. So if you know how to program Solidity, people have thousands of wallets claiming this token. And that's what Gary means when he's saying, I wish a lot more modeling of outcome was put into the front of speculators before release, because I think a lot of people have been utilizing bots to really get a ton of Zen, which is just going to wreck the price. Keep in mind, guys, Johnny Chaos, another great community member, 1 million Hex was 56 bucks. Now 1 million Hex is 32 rackaroonies. Yes, that's after a year-long bear market, right? If you got into Hex day one, you're still up 500x, right? Bear market is tough for a lot of people in crypto, but imagine being up 500x. Not too hard to hold. You will never get a $100 BTC. You will never get 0.001 Hex. How long do you think you will have, I don't know if he was drinking, the opportunity to buy 3-cent Hex, right? Hex is at a 95% dip. And you might have bought at 30 cents, 40 cents, which sucks, right? You bought the top. That's just part of getting into crypto. 3-cent Hex, mega discount. And then Hex Turbo put this out there. Hex is the most viewed coin on CoinMarketCap. Keep in mind, CoinMarketCap has Hex on the last page, even though it's a top 20 cryptocurrency by market cap. It's blacklisted by the Binance-owned CoinMarketCap. But over the past 24 hours, and over the past 7 days, Hex is one of the most looked at coins, right? I'd say that's pretty bullish stuff. I joined the Hex community. One of the most beautiful Hexicans, shout out to HVid Hex. He says, I joined the Hex community 10 months ago. Since then, 100,000 new Hexicans joined the space, 25% increase in 10 months in a bear market. All right, that's pretty crazy. We're at 500,000 current addresses, 25% increase. Metcalfe's law says that the size of a network is exponentially proportional to the value. So the more users we get, the more and more valuable Hex gets. It's not linearly proportional. It's not 1-to-1. Every user we get is more valuable to the network that is Hex. And now for this Pulsedoge thing. So Pulsedoge was a free claim for anyone who was staked, right? If you were a Hex squid, you got 750 of these tokens for free, which at today's price is like $7,000. Some people got 1,000 tokens for free, but any Hex staker got this token for free. Pulsedogecoin PLSD. And I'm just getting up to speed. I haven't really been in crypto. Like, I haven't been paying attention to crypto the past like few months. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life, BS. So I'm trying to catch up. Like I missed Icosa, I didn't miss Maximus and Hedron. I was still plugged in during that, but there's been so much other stuff. Poly, I have no idea what Poly and Icosa are. I need to catch up. So I was doing that with Pulse Bitcoin. So Pulsebitcoin is the second project from Pulsedogecoin. I'm not sure who the guy is that made Pulsedogecoin. Essentially with Pulsebitcoin, what you can do is with each one PLS Doge, okay, you can transform one PLS Doge to get ASIC miners. So essentially in Bitcoin, you have ASIC units and they mine your Bitcoin. In Pulsebitcoin, it's a better version of Bitcoin. So we don't have any physical miners. If you want to get a miner like me, I took 33 Pulse Doge. So it was like $200, you know, $200 a Pulse Doge. And I transformed in this wallet all 33 of my Pulse Doge. For each one Pulse Doge you transform, and when I say transform, it's burnt, so you're losing it. You're getting 5 ASIC miners. So for one Pulse Dogecoin, you get 5 ASIC miners, okay? And if you look at this right here, the global amount of Pulse Doge has been burnt. 34%, guys. Now, Pulse Doge has a 6 million token supply. Not huge. 1/3 of that has been burnt. Yesterday's was at 22%. So the reason Pulse Doge is going crazy is because people are realizing 1/3 of the supply has been burnt. And what I did here, this color thing, is a trend-based fib extension. Fibonacci numbers are patterns we see throughout all of the world. Nature, if you look at the spirals on a pineapple or a pine cone, it's a Fibonacci sequence, the golden ratio. In trading, I don't know why this works, but sometimes it just works because of human nature and human psychology, I guess. A trend-based fib extension. So you take an impulse on a chart. So I went, when the Pulse Dogecoin went from $2 to $10, and then you go back down to where it rested, and that sets up an area of resistance and breakthroughs. So anytime the color changes, that's technically, not technically, but it's thought of as a resistance. And look how beautiful this is. The same place that we're being rejected at is the 0.786 fib extension. So these are like targets you could think of. We could see $10 Pulse Dogecoin. We could see $35 Pulse Dogecoin this year. That's not really that far-fetched. Tokens in crypto exceed these trend-based fib extensions all the time. So essentially, Pulsebitcoin is a new token, and to get Pulsebitcoin, you have to get miners. So I transformed 33 of my Pulse Doge, and I got 168 miners, okay? These miners are locked up. I'll show you my miners. I started yesterday for a 30-day period, and based off how many tokens you have, you get a reward. So I only have 169 miners, which I got from 33 Pulse Doge, but each month, each 30-day period, I get 12 Pulse Bitcoin, okay? Makes sense? Let me know if you guys want me to do a more comprehensive video on this. Pulse Dogecoin did so wonderful that that's what got me to I put all my Pulse Dogecoin in this one wallet, all 33 Pulse Dogecoin into Pulsebitcoin, because in crypto, the big gains are when you get into good projects early, and there's also more risk. So I'm totally okay if I lose my $200, but I'm not okay if I missed out on an opportunity if Pulsebitcoin does 100x. I just think it's really cool, the performance and the idea and the launch behind Pulse Dogecoin. I'm invested in this founder, whoever it is in the community that made Pulse Dogecoin. I'm a fan, and Pulsebitcoin is the second coming of that. Let me know if you guys want a full video on this. Now I just want to end with this great clip from Richard Hart, an older video from 2019. Where is it? It's a solid video right here. The FUD killer, okay? I'm just going to play this for you guys. Thanks for watching.
I'm doing evergreen content. You know, this video will be on the internet for 100 years, I hope. So,
and you watch this video and you think How do people call this man that this video, he just reeks of having a genuine good soul? How do they call this man a scammer?
Evergreen content, evergreen building, things that work while you're sleeping. That's what I'm trying to focus on. Scale, right? Working with the right team. Those things matter infinitely more than adding another thing to my to-do list that I don't do, right? Or doing things which don't have scale outside myself. So I could learn how to left shift, left pinky and question mark right pinky. I could practice that. But wouldn't it be better if I built something amazing that people could use? You know, something that takes my time, that just helps me, is rather greedy and not serving of the world. And I should serve, right? I stand on the backs of giants. Like, I didn't invent this language. I didn't pave the streets. I didn't build the buildings. I didn't set up the power grid. You know, everything that I have that makes life really, really good, for the most part, came from other people's effort. And I believe that it's your duty to fulfill the wishes of your ancestors and fulfill the dreams and ambitions of all those that died for you to have the great life that you do have in the West, at least.
I love that part. 99% of us, if we live in the West, we are blessed. Doesn't matter if you're rich, doesn't matter if you're poor. You got it better than most people. And everyone that came before you, all those ancestors are living through you right now. This is just my opinion. And it's our duty to honor them with our current timeline. Thanks again for watching. If you're still watching, comment BitBoy below. He's been going viral on Twitter because of a crazy clip. Comment BitBoy below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you never miss an update, because YouTube shadow bans me. Until next time, Mexicans.